Good day, yogis, and welcome to your mat for a practice. This will be about an hour of a flow practice, and I hope it gets you either awakened for the day or calmed for the evening, no matter what time of the day you're practicing. I'm coming to you from Hittle Bottom Campground near Moab, California. Right behind me is the Colorado River. It's a beautiful river. It's a bit of a breezy day here today. Maybe you can hear the leaves rustling in the trees. I'm near a bit of a road that might get a little traffic as we practice, but hopefully with our yoga practice, part of that is tuning out the things that don't serve us, and hopefully you will tune in to the beautiful sound of the wind and the leaves. So it'll be about an hour today, like I said, and I hope you enjoy. Let's begin standing, if you will. Now that you're all comfortable, let's first, at least for me, I'm practicing in nature, so it's always nice to emulate. You see this mountain behind me, it's beautiful. Let's take mountain pose to begin and center ourselves, come to our mat, and then we'll begin to move. So our feet are under our hips, heels are kicked out a little bit so the outside edges of our feet are parallel. That turns your knees in just slightly, tuck the tail, pelvis a little bit forward, shoulder blades down the back, hands forward or hands at your side. It depends how you wish to stand. Energy to your body, or if you're in a receiving type mode. Chin is tucked slightly, top of the neck, or the back of the neck is nice and long, top of the head, it's like you're being pulled up by a marionette string. And perhaps you want to close your eyes just for a moment. Have an internal scan, see where you're holding your weight. And let's begin our Ujjayi breath in and out of the nose. You might as well start your breathing pattern. We breathe throughout yoga to direct our movement. Can you feel where your weight is standing? Are you standing on your heels or your toes, side to side? Maybe sway your weight a little bit to the left, to the right. Nice and slowly, to the heels, to the toes. And consider your foot to be a rectangle, the corners of your feet, and try and bring your weight right to the center of that rectangle. So becoming still now, as solid and as grounded as you can be, and just breathe. Big fat belly, and then when you exhale, pull the belly button in. When you inhale, a big fat belly, fill up with air, fill up the lungs, dropping the diaphragm, and then on the exhale, the diaphragm comes up, squishes all the air out of the lungs. Just gently flet your eyes open. Let's reach our hands up to the sides, palms up, reaching up, looking up, nice big stretch, and on the exhale, hands down, chin down. Energy all the way to the ends of the fingertips, reaching up, inhale, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Maybe bring your pinkies a little further back, which will bring your shoulder blades closer together. Inhale up, heart is open, chest is widely open, beautiful. Inhale up, looking up, still with your strong stance. Next time your hands are up in the air, let's leave our hands up. Interlace your fingers, invert the palms to the sky, and push your palms upward. Shoulders can rise up by your ears. Nice long side body, nice long rib cage, standing as tall as you possibly can, touching the clouds with the palms of your hands. Beautiful. Maybe even look up. Maybe even arch back just a little bit. Pelvis forward. Coming standing straight up, just drop your palms towards the front of your mat. Shoulder blades are very separate, palms towards me, push your arms straight, push your palms towards me, separate the shoulder blades, pull the belly in as you exhale. Beautiful. Let's twist slightly to the right, coming from the rib cage, not your waist. Keep the pelvis square to the mat. You feel that twist in the back. Pushing the left palm a little bit harder than you think. back to the center, off to the other side. Same concept, pull that right hip back, keep your pelvis square to the front, pushing the right palm away. You feel that nice stretch. Coming back to the center, raising the palms to the sky, looking up, nice and high, a little bit of an arch again, and then standing straight up, release the hands. And let's clasp behind the back, straightening the arms as much as you can. Shoulder blades together, opposite stretch, chest expansion. And breathe. Let's pull the wrists down, which gives us a bit of an arch to the back, tipping back, wrists away from the buttocks. Chin up nice and high, throat chakra open and available. And from here, pull the belly in, round the back, and bend forward, bowing forward, dropping the chin, bending at the waist, bringing the wrists as high as you can, up to the sky, dropping the head. Shake the head, yes, no, make it all loose. If you need to bend your knees slightly, go for it. It's a very slow and gentle stretch all the way up the back of the legs. And from here, flatten the back, coming back up to standing, nice and slowly. Reaching the arms out and up, hands in prayer position, down the heart line, and rest the thumbs at the breastplate. Close your eyes, take a moment, and feel that prana that you just generated, that energy, that racing pulse. Beautiful. Releasing the hands, open your eyes. Let's step our feet together. Makes it a little more challenging this way. If it's too challenging for you, always separate your feet. We're going to reach the arms up and sit back into our chair. Sitting back into the chair. Arms are up by the ears. Fingers are spread. A lot of energy, palms towards one another. And do a little bit of a squat here into your ski chair. We're going to take a twist and take the right hand to the back of the mat. Left hand forward, palms to the midline. And pull that right shoulder blade back, back, back. Again, the pelvis is trying to stay squared to the front of the mat. Try and keep your knees lined up. You're doing a counter stretch here, a twist of the spine. You got it. Don't lean forward too much. We tend to want to reach forward with that front hand. Now we bring both arms up, facing the front of the mat. Opposite side, dropping the left arm back. Right hand forward. Palms to the side, pulling that right shoulder blade back. I'm sorry, right hand forward, shoulder blade forward, left shoulder blade back. Pelvis square to the mat. You got it. And reaching the hands up, coming forward, standing up, hands down the heart line. Let's reach up and breathe up. Hands down to the heart line. One more time, we have our chair up. Hands down the heart line. Continue the hands down to the earth. Knees are nicely bent. Curl and round over those bent knees, very bent knees, belly on the thighs. Drop the head. You feel that flexation of the spine, the rounding of the spine. And if you can, straighten one leg, straighten the other leg. The tight backs of the legs. Let's bend one knee at a time, then the other. See what's happening with your hips, like a seesaw. You got it. From here, take your right foot up and cross it in front of the left leg. Pinky toes touching. Put all the weight in that left leg and jut the hip out to the left. And just hang. You feel that stretch, that opening of the hip. All of the weight is basically on that left leg. Once again, the chin is loose, the neck is soft. And let's unwind those legs, uncross. Take the left leg, cross it in front of a straight standing right leg. Jutting the right hip out and hold. Soft neck. And unwind. Feet side by side. Can you straighten your legs? Hands on the shins up to a half forward fold, Ardha Utkatasana. Exhale, exhale, full fold, Utkatasana. Bending the knees nice and deeply, roll your back up one vertebrae at a time, very slowly. The arms are just hanging and dangling. And when you come to standing, reach the arms up, reach up. Exhale the hands down. Nice job. One more time. Inhale up to your chair. Can you come up on the balls of your feet? And hold. Heels nice and high. Nice and high. Feel the thighs engage. There you go, a balancing challenge. Straighten the legs up and heels down. Nice job. One more time. Squat down to your chair. Come up on the balls of your feet. It helps if the heels are very close, ankles are very close. Nice and high. Hold. You feel those thighs engage. Standing up. And release the heels down. Nice job. Nice job. One more time. We'll come into our chair. Sit down into your chair. Hands down the heart line. Twisting the right. Twisting to the left. But that right elbow's coming down on the knee. Seated, twisted chair. Looking forward, looking down as you wish. Palm to palm. Left elbow to the sky. And breathe. Knees are close. Belly's engaged. And release. Hands to the earth. Straighten the legs. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Reaching up, looking up. Sitting back into your chair, other side. We begin with hands to the prayer position. Flat back. Twist first. And then bend forward to get that left elbow on the knee. Palm to palm. Right elbow to the sky. You got it. Hold. Belly's engaged. Releasing the hands to the earth. Straighten the legs. Flat back up. Reach your arms out. Reverse swan dive. Looking up, reaching up. Hands down the heart line. Nice job. Let's step wide. Wide-legged stance. So our heels are kicked out. Toes are kicked in. So the outside edges of the feet are parallel. You feel that again with the internally rotation of the thighs and kneecaps. Tail is tucked out just a little bit. Hands on the hips. Shoulder blades together. Let's come down forward, halfway. And hold, and hold. Releasing those hamstrings a little bit. Releasing the calves a little bit. Can you bring the hands to the earth with a flat back so we're on a half fold? Planting the right hand in the center, under your face, under your chin, and reaching the left hand up, palm to the side, looking up. And take your mind's eye to that inner right groin. And feel what the seesaw pattern of your groin is going to be. We're going to switch, bringing the left hand down and the right hand up. Feel that inner thigh, inner groin stretch. Bring your weight back a little bit into the heels, yeah. Right hand down, other side. Feel that seesaw effect. And really reach up with that hand in the sky so you can get a nice twist in the lumbar. Back down, right hand up. Back down. Let's place the right hand on the mat. Take your left hand and grab the outside of that right ankle. Maybe you bend your elbow, bend way to the earth with the top of your head and look under that right arm. Bring the weight back. You got it. And breathe. Drop a little deeper and we bend. And release. Planting the left hand and taking your right hand, reaching it behind and grabbing the outside of that left ankle. Looking up under that arm. Breathe. Trying not to keep the weight forward. You want to bring the weight back. You get a little bit more of a stretch on the back of your leg. Or find what works for you. Breathe. You got it. One more big inhale. Complete your full breath. Exhale. And release, coming to the center. Fingertips. Let's turn the heels in and squat down. Coming up for goddess, squat. Palms are at the sky. Elbows are near the rib cage. Shoulder blades back. Dance your weight a little bit back and forth. Imagine you're holding a very fuzzy, juicy, ripe Colorado Palisades peach dripping down the forearms off your elbow. Just gentle, gentle, soft hands. But think how strong your legs are. Beautiful. Let's drop the right hand down, forearm down, and stretch to the side, dropping that left shoulder blade back. Release to the center. Other side. Big reach with that right hand. Shoulder blade back. Back to the center. Other side. Really reach with those fingertips to the corner of the sky. Look at that long, long left rib cage. Back to the other side. Beautiful. And release, coming to center. Got a squat. Standing up. 5-pointed star. Ah, give those thighs a break. Coming back down, goddess. Back up to 5-pointed star. Let's turn the feet in a little bit. We're going to be doing sunflower. Feet a little bit closer. We bend down and cross our arms on an exhale. And then bounce up on an inhale, reaching up, looking up. Exhale. 1, 2. Inhale. Exhale. And see if you can see about switching what hand sways in front of the other each time, and go every other time without smacking yourself. Nice squat, deep squat, really squat. Opening the hips, knees, thighs, alive. And one more bounce down. Reaching up, standing. Turning the heels out. Hands down the heart line. Arms out. Eagle arms here. I'm going to take the right arm over the left. Inch, palm to palm, or you grab your thumb. If that's really difficult, you just give yourself a big hug. Pull the belly in. Legs are straight and strong. Lift the elbows up. So the top half of the arm is parallel to the earth, and you feel your shoulder blades really separate. Tipping back slightly, elbows nice and high. Engage the belly. Pull the belly in, round, arch, curl, and drop forward. Drop forward as far as you like. And just hang with the bind. The bind of the arms, the eagle arms. On an inhale, flat back, coming back up nice and slowly. And release. Shake out the arms. Arms out to the side. Left arm over the right. Same thing. Maybe you can do palm to palm here. Maybe you can't. Maybe the other side's happier. Whatever works. Lifting the elbows up. Separate the shoulders. Spine is nice and open. Elbows up, tipping back. Fingertips to the sky and to the back of the room, the back of the corner of the sky. Nice and high with your arch. Control. Pulling the belly in, let's round. Fall forward, tip forward. Nice and slowly, nice round back, all the way down, bending down, dropping the head. It's a bit of an inversion as well when your head is below your heart. Shake your head yes and no, keep things loose. Legs are straight and strong, right? You feel that stretch up the back side. And here we'll come out of it. Raising up halfway, reaching up, compression, release that compression, get the blood flow. Feels good, shoulders rolling back. Nice. Shoulders rolling forward. If you're the kind of person who gets tension in your neck and shoulders, and it might create headaches or any kind of stress, this is really, eagle arms is such a great way to just get some blood flow and stretch that area that might constrict and get tight. Very nice. From here, let's just bend one knee, then the other. Feet a little bit wider, you can go as far as you like, right? If you come all the way down to your Olympic stretch. And back up, other side. Whatever works. Opening the hips side to side. You go as deeply as you like. Nice work, everybody. One more side to side. And slowly, heel toe your feet together, all the way together. Squat down, arms up, chair pose. Lift up your toes. Maybe lift up your heels. Rise up on the balls of your feet. Heels down, hands in prayer position, down the heart line. Great work, everybody. We are definitely warmed up, right? I am. Let's step to the top of the mat and start a bit of a flow sequence. Standing at the top of your mat, let's reach up, flat back, half forward fold, full forward fold, and then we inhale up to our half forward fold. Hands on the earth, step back with your right foot, step back with your left foot. We're at the top of a plank. Coming down to chaturanga, all the way to the earth, and up to your cobra. Let's hold here for just a moment in cobra. Exhale your chin and chest down. Inhale up to cobra one more time. And maybe release your hands back beside your body, palms up. Maybe you lift your legs up. Feet together as close as you can. Arms out to the side like a T, like a plane flying. And the final stretch, forward. Hands forward like you're diving into the pool. Hands under the shoulders. Let's release the back quickly into a small child's pose. Knees together, pull the belly button in, round the back, hips back. Inhale forward, come back down to our cobra, curling the toes under to our down dog. Let's walk the dog a little bit, meaning we're bending one leg then the other. Maybe swing your hips side to side, fully stretching whatever you'd like. Let's come to a still dog together. Hands are nice and flat, weight is evenly distributed on the balls of the fingers as well as the heel of the hand, pushing the earth away. Let's come up on the balls of the feet, nice and high, heels nice and high, kneecaps and thighs engaged, nice and high, and push the earth away with your hands. Push, push, push. That's going to bring your chest closer to your thighs, hopefully, and then drop your heels down. Beautiful, nice stretch of the calves, hamstrings. Inhale back up to the balls of the feet. Push the earth away. Heels down. Very nice. Let's inhale that right foot up. Swing it up between the hands. Step forward with the left foot. Half forward fold. Full forward fold. Reverse swan dive up. Hands in prayer down the heart line. Inhale up, reaching up. Exhale, flat back to the earth. Full forward fold. Inhale to half. Coming down, step back with the left foot. With the right foot. Chaturanga down to the earth. Front side of the body, all the way down. Let's come into Sphinx. Elbows are under the shoulders. Palms are on the earth like big bear paws. Isometrically pulling the elbows back and the rib cage forward. You feel a very passive stretch of that low back. Gentle, nice. Chin up nice and high. Look over the right shoulder. Can you see your ankles with that right eye? Bring that right eye all the way to the corner of the socket. Chin up to the left. Left eyeball all the way to the corner of the socket. Can you see that left ankle? Coming back forward, hands under the shoulders. Come up to your cobra, curling the toes under, lifting the whole body up to your down dog, pushing back. Inhale the left leg up. Swing it up between the hands. Follow with the right. Half forward fold. Full forward fold. Reverse swan dive up. Reaching up, hands in prayer, down the heart line. It's a bit of a sun salutation with some options. Let's start now with a little bit more of a consistent flow with variations, of course. Inhale up, reaching up. Exhale down, flat back to the earth. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold. Step back or jump to plank, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. If you're introducing your up dog, legs are straight and strong, knees off the earth, all the weight is on the tops of the feet. Exhale back to down dog. Let's inhale the right leg up. Bend the knee, opening the hip, drop that leg behind, or that foot behind you, knee to the sky. Also pulling the right shoulder down so you can get a full stretch to that right side of the body. Squaring the hips back. Let's bring that foot behind the right wrist. Warrior One setup. So the back foot comes in at a 45-degree angle, and we push up. Warrior One, dropping the right hip down, reaching up, palms towards one another. Let's exhale the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, reaching back, chest expansion. Shoulder blades are very, very close. Look up, chin up, open the throat chakra. Now we'll bring that throat chakra, the chest, down forward, weight in the front foot, bowing inside that front thigh, wrists high. Drop your head when you get down there if you like, and just hang. Trying not to have that right hip jut out too much to the right. Pushing in the front foot. Inhale up, release the hands, reaching up. A little bit of a back bend, hands down the prayer, down the heart line in prayer position, reaching down to the earth. Spinning up the back foot, stepping back to plank, taking your chaturanga and your vinyasa. Or, of course, you can meet us right there in down dog. From down dog, let's lift the left foot up, bend the knee, drop that foot behind your back, and also drop the left shoulder forward to keep your shoulders square. Squaring the hips, swing that foot up behind the wrist. Warrior One other side, back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Tracking that left hip down and back, which pulls the right hip forward. Pelvis is square to the front of the mat. See that? Pushing the heel down, but pulling the hip forward. Exhale the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers with the awkward lead finger, the other index finger. Yeah, if it feels weird, that's the one. Make your fists. Chin up, throat chakra available, chest open, and leading forward with your throat chakra and bowing inside that front leg, reaching the wrists up nice and high. Drop your head down. Trying to keep that left hip from jutting out too far. Pushing your weight into the front foot. Release, coming up. Hands up, down the heart line. Reach to the earth, stepping back. Take your vinyasa or go right to down dog, meeting us there. From down dog, walk or hop your feet up between your hands. Half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold. Reverse swan dive up. And hands down the heart line. Continuing on, reaching up. Exhale down, flat back to the earth. Inhale up to half forward fold. Exhale down, step or hop back to plank chaturanga. Let's meet in down dog after your vinyasa. Inhaling your left leg up. Swing it all the way. Well, actually, no. Left leg up. Let's keep a three-legged dog. Bring that knee to your left elbow as we come into plank. Ready? Exhale forward to plank. Knee to left elbow. All the way to plank. Exhale back to down dog. Knee to your nose. Plank. Beautiful. Kicking back. Knee to the right elbow. Now straighten that left leg out, straight out to the side. Spin the back foot down. Reach the right hand to the sky for fallen star. Nice and strong. Hip nice and high. That right side nice and high. Back of that right hand back. Bring the shoulder blades together. Beautiful. Right hand down to the earth. Unwind. Kicking that left foot up. And swing it between the hands. All the way up. Spinning the back foot down to warrior two. Cartwheeling up to warrior two. Nice little interlude to get to warrior two, huh? Woo! Feels great. Front knee bent. Knee tracking to the pinky toes. Palms down. Back leg is straight and strong. Let's turn the head back. Gaze at yesterday's battle and how you made it. Turning the head forward. Palm up, reverse swan dive. Exalted warrior. Hand down the leg. Maybe take that left hand now, keeping your back bend. Left hand can find your right hip. Front knee is nice and bent. Try not to compromise. Looking up. Release that hand up over your ear. Coming back forward. Warrior two. Cartwheel down to the earth. Spinning the back foot up, stepping back. Take your vinyasa or medicine down dog. From down dog, right leg up. Coming forward to plank, coming all the way forward. Right knee to right elbow. Kicking back. All the way forward, right knee to nose. And back. And right knee to left elbow. Swinging forward to plank, kicking that right foot all the way out, spinning the back foot down, reaching up with the left hand. Fallen star, other side. Back of that left hand, way back. Bring your shoulder blades together. Left hip nice and high. And release that hand down. Kicking back to your three-legged dog. And that right foot comes forward. All the way forward, warrior two, other side. Pardon my backside. Reaching forward. Right knee is nice and bent. Knee tracking to the right. Turning the head, chin back, looking back at yesterday's accomplishments. Chin forward. You got it. Front hand turned up. Let's reach back. Exalted warrior. Front knee is nice and bent. Trying not to straighten it. We tend to straighten it when we lean back. Take that right hand. Can you wrap it around your waist? Looking up nice and proudly. Front knee is bent. And release the right hand up over the ear, reaching back. Coming forward, cartwheel down, stepping back. Down dog or vinyasa time. From down dog, look between the hands, bend the knees. Walk or hop your feet up between your hands. Half forward fold. Full forward fold. Reverse swan dive up. Hands down the heart line. Inhale up. Full fold down to the earth, exhale. Half forward fold up. Utkatasana. All the way step or hop back to plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Vinyasa to your down dog. Inhaling the right leg up. Open the hips again. Drop that foot behind your back. Squaring the hips. Swing that foot all the way between the hands. Warrior two. Right foot forward. Let's take that right forearm to the thigh, left hand over the ear. Inhale back, reverse warrior. Maybe you bring that right hand to the earth, maybe it stays on the thigh, whatever works for you. One more time back down to the earth or to the thigh. Inhale back, warrior two, looking forward, straighten that front leg coming into triangle. So we're going to pull that right hip back, bringing the pelvis square to the front of the mat as much as you can. It's not going to go all the way, but you're going to pull that right hip back. Back leg is straight and strong. Hips are in a rotation, reaching forward until you just tip down like a windmill, hand on the shin or to the earth. No prize for how far down you go. Left hand straight to the sky. Now take your mind's eye to your rib cage. Is your right rib cage really short and your left cage long? Can you try and drop your rib cage down to lengthen the right rib cage? Yeah, feel the strength in the back and the hips when you do that. From here, let's bend the front knee, come back up to our warrior two. And windmill down, take your vinyasa. Back foot up, stepping back, plank. Chaturanga, vinyasa to down dog. Inhale the left leg up. Bend the knee, drop the foot behind your back. Opening the pelvis once again. Right arm is straight, right? Squaring the back, squaring the hips, left foot forward. Warrior two. Other side, left foot forward. Straight back leg. Nice bent front leg. And from here, extended side angle. Forearm comes to the side, right arm right up over the ear. Inhale back, reverse. Inhale back, exhale, maybe to the earth. No matter what, that right shoulder blade is way back on the back. Inhale up, reverse. Back down to the earth. Inhale up, reverse. And from here, we'll straighten the front leg. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward. Reaching forward all as far as you can. And when you're ready to just drop that hand down and reach your hand up. Triangle. Left side forward. Shoulder blade back on the spine. Back leg is strong, front leg is strong. You've got it. Right hand to the hip, let's bend the front knee. Back to warrior two, reaching out. And from here, cartwheel down to the earth. Stepping back, take your vinyasa. Down to the earth. Inhale up. Take your down dog. From here, a nice, one more time from our down dog. Let's all raise up on our heels. Push the earth away. Keep that position with the hips and just drop your heels down. Looking forward, bend your knees, hop, jump to the top of the mat. Half forward fold, full forward fold, reverse swan dive up, reaching up, hands down the heart line, and just find your mountain pose. Kicking the heels out just a little bit, hands at your side, shoulder blades back, close your eyes, balance your weight on your feet, dive inside. Take a scan, an internal scan. Feel your breath. Thank yourself for that pretty strong flow process. We raise the heart rate and we drop the heart rate. This is part of our yoga practice to control our breathing, to control our heart rate. The faster we can return to a natural heart rate after an intense cardio experience, maybe even when you're being cornered or feeling angered or feeling stressed and your heart rate goes up, part of our practice is so that you can calm down and breathe and let your heart rate go back to normal. Take your emotions out of the experience. Act more rationally, more logically. This is how we take our practice off the mat and into our life. And here's a perfect example of being calm. Standing strongly, proudly, with confidence. There's no input, no devices, just you and your body and your breath. And from here, let's take a seat on the mat and sit in an easy seated pose. Matter of fact, let's bring the soles of our feet to the earth, as wide as your mat, sitting up nice and straight. Hands behind you, as wide as the mat. So my mat is going the other direction, but your pinky toes can touch off the edge of the mat, and just windshield wiper a little bit, left and right. You got it. And staying to the right, bring your weight forward and take that left hand and sweep it around and sweep it back and reach up nice and high. Reaching to the back of the mat. And reach. Coming back forward. Knees come up. Windshield wipe left and right. Again, if the feet are as wide as the mat, you will line up the sole of your feet with the knee. Let's drop the knees off to the left. Bringing the weight forward. A little dusty, dirty for me. That's practicing in nature. You can hike that right knee back a little bit. Right hand forward. And reaching and turning to the back of your mat, reaching all the way back. Nice and strongly. Unwind. Sitting forward. A little bit more wipering. Beautiful. Let's bring the soles of our feet together, sitting up nice and high. Pulling the heels into your groin. Hands can be outside your pinky toes, sitting up straight. If your hips are more open than that, you can take your thumbs on the balls of your feet, the arches, and peel open your feet like a book, like you're opening a book, and that brings your knees a little bit further down as well. Forearms on the shins. Calves, maybe you're leaning forward, pushing the hips a little further open. Beautiful. Coming back, sitting up. Let's take that left foot and slide it behind the other, knee coming forward. We're coming into a twist here. You're taking the right foot up and over. So your right foot is nice and high. That right hip is high. Drop the hip down. Try to get that rocking motion. It's not probably going to sit on the earth, but you're going to want to try to bring that hip down to the earth this whole time for this twist. You're all warmed up now. This twist ought to be juicy. Right hand up, reaching back, placing it behind your hip. Left arm at the crease of the elbow, grab your shin, sit up straight, pull that hip up to you and twist. All the while you're still trying to process and push that right weight hip down to the earth. Chin up and look all the way off to the left. I'm sorry, right. Your right, my left. And twist. Hold, breathe. Keeping the twist, keeping that right shoulder blade back nice and far. Just turn your chin off to the left. Counterbalance, counter twist. Chin back to the right. Release coming forward. And from here we'll go into stacked logs. What that means is you're taking that right foot forward, parallel to you, and the other shin parallel straight on top of it. pulling the hips back or the flesh back behind you to try and sit solidly with your hips. You see how your feet, flexed feet, your legs are stacked evenly, sitting up nice and straight. Aha! Which hip is giving you more intention at the moment? To intensify this, maybe this is all you got, this is all you need. This is a deep, intense pose. If you want to go a little bit deeper, a hand on the sole of each foot, these feet are flexed, lean forward just a little and push. This takes hip strength, thigh strength, arm strength. Push your feet into the palms of your hands. Push your palms of your hands into your feet. You feel all that engagement, your shoulders, your arms, the hips, the thighs, the legs. Push, 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 and release. Let's do that one more time. Push, push, push. Push with your feet, push with your legs, push with your hands into the feet, push against yourself. Isometric movement and release. Beautiful. Nice work. Sitting up nice and straight. Twisting the other way. Left foot all the way across. So your left knee is forward. Right foot crosses over. Sit yourself as square to the earth as you can with that left hip. Left hand by your hip. Reach down and grab that front knee. Sitting up straight. Twisting off to the left. Chin all the way to the left. And breathe. It may help to take that left hand and pull your belly across your thigh. It gives you a little bit more of a twist. Get that flesh out of the way. Turning the chin to the right. Pulling that left shoulder blade back though. Chin back to the left. Slowly release, coming forward. Taking that right foot forward so it's parallel to the front of the mat, and then dropping your left knee down. Flexed feet once again. It helps to pull the flesh behind you if it's creeped under there. Helps you sit up a little more straight. And maybe this is enough for you. This is pretty intense. Pretty real, huh? For those of you who want to push a little bit further, get a little bit deeper stretch, once again, palms on each foot, flexed feet, lean a little bit forward, and push into your feet and push your feet into your hands. Push, push, push. Do you feel that engagement? Your shoulder girdle, your arms, your inner groins, your thighs. You got it. Push, 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 push. And release. Back off just a little. Let's try that again. Second time. Push, push, push. Flexed feet, push. Push the balls of the feet into the soles of the hands. Or the palms of the hands. You know what I mean. Push, push, push. Engage. And release. Sitting back up. Relax. Nice work, everybody. Let's find yourself on your back. So, rolling all the way down. First thing you do is pull your knees into your chest. And rock and roll side to side a little bit, giving your low back a little bit of love. You got it. Let's come to still. Knees are at the chest, right? Let's straighten both legs up to the sky. Flexed feet, arms straight up over your head, so you're a giant L. All right? Legs are now acting as one. Flexed feet, so your toes are really coming towards you, towards your kneecaps. Your heels are going up to the sky. Straight, strong legs, trying to straighten them. And from here, only bend the knees, drop your heels to your butt. And kick your heels back up again. Nice and strongly. Drop the heels down. Kick the heels up. One more time, heels down. Kick the heels up, and from here, leaving the right leg up, Drop the left leg down, nice and strong and straight, very, very slowly. Right leg is kicking to the sky, left leg is kicking to the side and down. When the left leg gets onto the earth, keep that foot flexed and engaged. Bend the knee of the right, grab your hands around that front knee and pull it into your rib cage nice and high. Now pull that knee to the right side of your rib cage. Can you pull it a little higher and off to the side? You got it. Left leg is strong. Do you feel that opening on the left front pelvis? That foot is flexed. That leg is straight and strong. There's still energy and action. Toes to the sky. Let's bring that right knee right on top of the rib cage. Right arm out like a T. Left hand on the knee and pull that knee across to the left. We're taking a twist off to the left with that right knee. Right arm out like a T. You can release that long left leg and just let it relax. This is a twist now where you don't want to really engage much. I think your arm is really holding the knee down, but otherwise you really want to exhale and release the back. Just let that twist happen. The chin off to the right if you can. Gives you a little bit of cerebral spine, which is the neck, cerebral spine twist. And from here, let's release the leg. Flatten back on your back again. Square yourself up. Kicking both feet up to the sky. Arms up over the head, back to that L. Legs are a 1 again. Bend the knees, drop the heels. Kick the heels up strongly. Drop the heels. Kick the heels up. Drop the heels. Kick the heels up. This time leaving the left foot kicking to the sky, and the right leg comes down nice and slowly. Straight, strong, thigh engaged, kneecap engaged. Pushing that heel as far away as you can, and when it hits the earth, you leave it there. Pull the left knee into your chest, hands on the knee. Pull that knee up and high, right on your rib cage. Right leg is still engaged, toes to the sky, kneecap, thigh engaged. And now let that left knee slide off to the side a little bit, to the side of the rib cage. Pull it up a little higher. Maybe you can nestle the knee or shin in your crook of your arm. Right foot is flexed. Engagement happening on that right front pelvis. And let's slide that left knee back over the rib cage. Left arm out like a T. Right hand on the left knee and roll across to the right. Pulling that right knee all the way over. Chin to the left if you'd like a cerebral twist. And breathe. And when you're ready to release, swing that left knee up to the sky. Bend both knees, plant your feet at your hips, arms at your side for bridge, palms down, hips up nice and high, and just hold for a couple of breaths here. If you'd like to interlace your fingers behind your back and walk one shoulder blade then the other back and forth until your shoulder blades are very close, feel free. Interlace your hands. Pull your wrists towards your heels. We'll roll you up a little bit on your shoulders. Hips are still nice and high. A counter stretch. Opening the front side of the body. And if you've got your hands, release your hands. Separate your shoulder blades. Roll down slowly, slowly. One vertebrae at a time. Tip your pelvis until your low back touches and then drop your tail, pulling the knees in. One more time, rock and roll. Your hips side to side. And what you've been waiting for, the absorption of your practice, the appreciation of yourself, extending the legs out on the earth for Shavasana. So separate your feet, Turn your palms up. Slide your hands away from your hips. So the back of your hands go away from your hips. Take a nice wide V with your hands. And when you do that, recognize what's happening with your shoulder blades. When your hands are very close to your body, your shoulder blades are sort of rolled up. When you push your hands away from your body, your shoulder blades will naturally fall back on the earth. We're trying to get all the support on the earth as we can here without engaging any more muscles. We're no longer commanding our muscles to do anything in Shavasana, the corpse pose, the release, the let go. So soften the forehead, the cheeks, the throat. Eyes are gently closed, chest is open, belly is soft. Thighs are soft. Toes just fall open to the side. And just take a few moments here. Appreciate the sounds around you. Sink into the earth. With every exhale, release a little bit more. Let the earth support you. I'll call you out of Shavasana here in a few moments. So settle in. Let's slowly become more aware of our breath, taking a deeper and more conscious breathing, filling up the belly, coming back into the space, rubbing your thumbs and fingers together, wiggling your toes and ankles, circling wrists, tipping your toes towards one another and away from one another. Internally rotate, externally rotate. Maybe you turn your chin from side to side. Let's take our arms straight up over the head. Point your toes, bring the legs together. Big, long, long, long stretch in the body. Stretching the right side. And then the left side. And on your exhale, pull the knees into the chest, one hand on top of each knee. Take a moment here. And on your exhale, roll off all the way to one side or the other, into that fetal position so familiar to our DNA. And when you're ready, slowly push yourself up to a seated posture like we began class. Sitting up nice and straight, back of the neck long, shoulder blades down the back. Sitting engaged, hands on your lap, eyes closed. And begin some natural breathing. And you first thank yourself for coming to the mat today and bringing yourself with your community, virtually or otherwise, into the mat for your yoga practice. I hope you appreciated and enjoyed what you've done for yourself. And now is when our advanced level 2-3 practice happens, when you go off your mat and practice your strength and balance and focus and concentration in your daily life, in your daily routine, where we learn how to calm our hearts, calm our minds, and share our yoga to those around us. Let's inhale our arms to the side, reaching up, looking up, hands in prayer position, and bring your thumbs to your forehead. May you always know your truth. Thumbs to your throat chakra. May you always speak your truth. Thumbs to your heart. May you always live your truth. Thank you so much for letting me lead you today. And I hope you enjoy the rest of what's in front of you for the rest of your day. Thank you so much. Namaste.